Good morning everyone. So students, in the previous class we discussed about the drift velocity, right? So today I will take the next part of that, that is the relationship between the current and the drift velocity. See, drift velocity is nothing but the velocity which drifts the electron. That means drifting means what? They will start to move fast, or let's say quickly towards the end of the conductor. Correct? That velocity only we called it as a drift velocity, right? So students, see, here we will discuss the relationship between the current and drift velocity, right? So here we have to consider one conductor here first. Let's consider a conductor of the length L and a uniform cross-sectional area A. So just consider one conductor here. This is the conductor which is having the length L here and the area, uniform area of cross-section will be the A. Uniform means the area will be the uniform throughout the conductor, right? Then this conductor I am going to connect to the one battery, right? That means to the two ends of the potential difference. In between that I am connecting the conductor, correct? Here let the conductor is connected to the battery. Let V be the potential difference across the ends of the conductor. Yes, ends of the conductor. Here see, two ends are I am connecting to the battery, right? So with the help of this battery we are giving the potential difference. That means energy we are giving to the electrons to move in a conductor, correct? Basically we know that how the electrons will move. They will move randomly, correct? In what direction they want, in that direction they are moving. See, this is the electron, this is moving in this direction, and one more electron will come, they start to move in another direction. There is no particular direction to them, correct? Here, so what I will do? To make them to move in a particular direction, I have to make the restriction, or else the force I have to apply on the electrons. See, which force I am applying? That is the electric field, correct? So, due to the electric field, the electrons in the conductor begin drift towards the end A with a drift velocity Vd. Consider this is the one end of the conductor. So when I apply the electric field, what will happen? The electrons which are present in the conductor, they start to drift. Drift means they get the more energy, right? If they get the more energy means they start to move quickly, correct? And they start to move quickly to the end of the conductor. That is which end? This end. At the end of the A end of the conductor with velocity, that is drift velocity, right? So due to this electric field, electrons in the conductor begin drift towards the end A with a drift velocity Vd, correct? So velocity the electrons they are having, and when they start to accelerate, that means drifting, they start to move quickly with the more velocity, that is drift velocity, right? So now the electrons will come this position, right? So let L be the number of the free electrons per unit volume of the conductor. So in that conductor we are considering the N number of the electrons, free electrons, right? How many are there? We don't know exact number. That's why I am considering here N. Small n number of the electrons per unit volume they are present in the conductor, right? So volume of the conductor. We know how many number of the electrons are present. That is N number of the electrons are present. So now we have to take the volume of the conductor, no? So what is the volume of the conductor? That is length into area of the conductor, right? So volume of the conductor is nothing but the length into area of the cross section of that conductor. Correct? So students, then the number of the free electrons in the entire volume of that conductor. See, it is only the volume of the conductor, but now the number of the free electrons in that volume of the conductor is how much? N into A into L. This is volume of the conductor and N is the number of the free electrons in that conductor. So just we will make the multiplication. Correct? Then, so students, if E be the charge of the each electron, then the total charge in the conductor. See, we know that the electrons are present in the conductor. Correct? So each electron is having the charge how much? E. That is, E be the charge of the each electron. Then now we have to constitute the total charge. As average we want to take now. That is, Q is equal to the N. That is the number of the electron. A will be the area of the conductor. L will be the length of the conductor, and E will be the charge of the each electron. Correct? So take it as a equation number 1. So Q is nothing but the total amount of the charge which is present in the conductor. Right? So if the electron takes the time t to move to travel the distance, that is L. So the electrons will take the time t. So how much distance they will travel? That is length. That is L distance they will travel. So we know that what is the definition of the velocity? That is, velocity is nothing but the d divided by time. Velocity is the displacement divided by time. That is distance divided by time. Correct? So now the velocity is nothing but our drift velocity. So take it as a Vd. Then see, travel the distance is how much? L. So instead of d, I am writing L now. Then t is nothing but time t. The electrons are taking the time t to travel the distance of L. Correct? So it will become now like this. Yes. So I can write here with respect to L, that is with respect to time, I want to write now, that is T is equal to, this will comes in the denominator, that is L divided by Vd. It will go this side and it will comes this side, right? So now T is equal to L divided by Vd. So students, that only I written here. Time t is nothing but the distance divided by drift velocity. So here I can write the L. Distance is equal to how much? Vd into t. That is drift velocity into time. Correct? So take it as the equation number 2. Then just you put the equation number 2 in equation number 1. Yes, that is the total charge. So total charge Q is equal to, N is same, A is same, E is same here. Only the value of L. The value of L I written here from the equation number 2. That is Vd into T. Correct? So just Q is nothing but this much value we will get. Then we know that definition of the current. What is that? Flow of the charges per unit time. We can call it as a electric current. So current I is equal to Q by T. That is Q divided by T. So put the value from the above equation. That is the value of Q. That is NAE Vd into T divided by T as similar. Right? So this T and this T will get cancelled. Then what remains? I is equal to L A E V D. Right? So I means current. N is the number of the electrons present in the conductor. A is the area of cross section of a conductor, then E will be the charge of the electron. Vd is nothing but the drift velocity. So from this equation we constituted that relationship between the current and the drift velocity. So just see, if the velocity, that means drift velocity of the electron increase means of course they will start to move quickly. Yes, if they start to move quickly means of course the current will increase. Current increase means bulb will glow early. That means when the drift velocity increase, current also increase. When the drift velocity decrease, the current also decrease. Understood? So here current and drift velocity are directly proportional. Right? So students, today we discussed about the relationship between the drift velocity and the current. Right? So in the next class we will discuss the next part of it. Okay? Thank you everyone.